St. Maximin's back. Wilson's back. We've actually got a little bit of positivity. West Ham match preview. Welcome back to Black and White Banter, Newcastle fans. Just thought I'd jump on. I'm in a bit of a rush today. It's Friday, the sun is shining. So yes, I am going to the pub. I'm assuming a lot of you Newcastle fans are going to the pub. If you're not and you're teetotal, then please try not to dislike this video. Don't give me the thumbs down. But yeah, I thought I would jump on quickly chat about tomorrow's game. Obviously an early kickoff, so this video's a little bit later than planned. Little bit of positivity, I guess, going into this week. We haven't had much of that all season, and that's only for me. I don't know about you guys. That's for me mainly because Wilson and Maximin are back. We saw what Maximin's capable of on Sunday. My God, the things that guy can do with a football. And he is the sort of bloke who can cause this West Ham team problems. West Ham, for me, very, very strange season, it's fair to say. I don't think any of us, I could be wrong, and I think if you admit that you did think David Moyes would be getting Champions League potentially, you are lying. Don't think any of us saw West Ham having the season that they have had this year. But fair play to him, fair play to them. I don't like them as a bit of a rule of thumb, but you cannot knock them. And do you not think there's a lot of similarities between West Ham's season, in my opinion, this year and our season under Pardew? I'm still of the belief that David Moyes is not a fantastic coach. And I know he's signed some really good players. He spent well. He's got that Czech lad in midfield. He's got Lingard, fantastic signing. I wish we'd got him. Obviously, we were after him in January. I think there's so many similarities between when we finished fifth under Pardew with the Tiotes, the Kabais, the Ben Arthurs, the Demba Bars. I think, and I could be wrong, I think that's where West Ham are. And they might struggle next year if they get in the Champions League or they get European football. But I just refuse to believe that David Moyes is a fantastic coach who's capable of doing this year in, year out. But hey, that's maybe just my biased thing because I'm not a huge fan of West Ham as a football club and as a fan base. Any West Ham fans watching, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel. Who knows with tomorrow? We've got that little bit of breathing space because we won on Sunday against Burnley. That's what we needed, that 6-point gap. And any points tomorrow would be absolutely fantastic. Let's face it, we would have an even bigger gap before Fulham kick a football. I think Fulham play Saturday night, I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but I think it's late Saturday night. So they will be mentally absolutely fucked if we get anything tomorrow lunchtime. So it's not one of them games where I would say anything's a bonus, because let's face it, it is West Ham. And John Joe Shelby, interestingly, this week came out and said he thinks our squad on paper isn't far off West Ham's. And he's got a lot of shit on social media for it, but I always try and get in the head of a neutral fan. And as a neutral, I would maybe look on paper and kind of agree. And I know that's controversial, and some of you might watching this might laugh you back off at me saying that. But on paper, we've got some decent centre-backs, we've got a decent goalkeeper. And I kind of agree. I've slated Shelby a lot this season, but his opinion that the players are underperforming, is it a dig at Bruce? That's a different debate altogether. But I kind of agree with him. The Maximins, the Wilsons, they would get in the West Ham team. Almiron, I'm still a bit on the fence. I'm not so sure on him. But we have some players that I think would get in that side. And I kind of agree with Shelby. Only on paper, though. In inverted commas, on paper, I think we have not too much of a far-off squad. Performance levels, fucking chalk and cheese. West Ham are basically like Bayern Munich compared to us at the moment. So, yeah, I don't think we could be too far off them tomorrow if we hit the races. Maximin needs to pull another one out of the bag. Hopefully he'll start. I believe Bruce will start Maximin tomorrow. He's got some game time under his belt now. Whether he starts Wilson, I still think that one's the dubious one. I think he might just keep Wilson off the bench, but I hope I'm proved wrong and I hope he is fit enough to start. Let's just go for them. I'm not going to get into the Steve Bruce hate today. Yes, we don't expect much going into games. No, I don't believe that we have turned the corner because of that win on Sunday. I just think we've got our better players back who are the only reason that we will stay up this year. I still want that bloke as far away from our football club as possible. Terrible coach, no tactics. Like I say, I'm not going to get into that. But let's have a crack at the whip. We beat them earlier in the season, but that was when things were very, very different. First game of the season, if you remember, Hendrick scored that day. Fucking Hendrick scored. So things have changed massively since we turned them over first game of the season on that Saturday night at their place. But it's a chance, it's an opportunity. If we got a draw tomorrow, I'd be over the moon. That's 7 points before Fulham have even kicked the football. So I'm not going to talk about West Brom. I know they're on the turn at the moment, but I've looked at Steve Bruce's press conference today. He didn't say too much stupid. Steve Bruce didn't say anything stupid, generally, but he's talked about Lascelles still not being back fit. Ryan Fraser, he's still not right. He's still got a groin problem, so we still haven't seen anything of him. His seasons on a scattergraph will be like this. So he's still not back, but I don't think he would have started the game anyway. Let's keep things very much the same in terms of that second half that we saw when Maximin came on. Let him roam. Let him do his thing. He does need to graft this West Ham team all over us. And I think that the key battle in this game, for me personally, is that central midfield area. Shelvey needs to be on it. Yes, you can come out with your big mouth and say that West Ham are the same as us on paper. You can chat all the shite in the papers, but you need to graft your bollocks off tomorrow. Sean Longstaff, I thought he had a better game on Sunday than Shelvey. I thought he played okay. I thought he grafted hard enough. He didn't do anything spectacular, but he didn't do anything bad. We saw a little bit more from him. He was making runs down the channels. He was supporting a little bit more. So more of the same from him tomorrow. He's still going to be getting his match sharpness back. Murphy, keep him on the field. I think Murphy's confidence is starting to grow and grow and grow. Get him back in at full-back. I don't think he's been too bad defensively, but obviously he's a little bit suspect sometimes because he's not naturally a defender. That's where the key battles are going to be for me. Lingard is the man we need to stop. He seems to be playing like Ronaldinho at the moment in that central midfield. Everything he touches turns into goals or some sort of assist. So you stop Lingard. I'm not going to go as far as saying you stop West Ham, but pretty close. So let's get all over him. Whether we need to put one man on him, this is where Isaac Hayden for me would be perfect. Oh, I miss Isaac Hayden. Mr. Reliable in that central midfield. He would have been able to do a job on Lingard, in my opinion, on tomorrow. But they're going to be worried just about as much as about us. They saw what Maximin did against Burnley. Every football fan saw that on Sunday. He can turn that on. West Ham, no defenders in the world are going to want to play against that. Wilson could potentially start, but he will play some part. He's always on the shoulder. He's going to cause any team problems. So I'm hoping to be surprised a little bit because that first half against Burnley was not good enough. Yes, we've been a little bit more positive this week, but Burnley was just not good enough as a performance until Maximin came on the field. So we need to up that. We need to play, like I agree with Bruce for once in his press conference today. The Tottenham performance at St James's a couple of weeks ago, that's what we need from the get-go. Let's get at them, get some shots on goal, pass the ball like some of the players are capable of, regardless of what manager is in charge of them. And let's just see what we can do tomorrow. It's not a free crack at the whip. I think the free crack at the whips will be the Man City games, the Liverpool games, those sort of fixtures. West Ham tomorrow, we are capable of getting something, but they are on a hot run of form, but they do concede goals. Arsenal, they were 3-0 up, they conceded 3. Leicester yesterday, last week, they almost bottled it. So they do leak goals. I don't think they're the best from set pieces. That's another weakness of theirs. So I think we need to try and take advantage of that. Make sure that quality is good into the box. Mr. John Joe and Richie, probably he'll be on set piece as well. So let's cause them. It's a different animal to Burnley. Burnley loved us chucking balls in the box. West Ham, not as much. So I'm not going to go as far as saying I'm optimistic for the game tomorrow, but when you've won a football match and your best players are coming back, there's a little bit more positivity. And the fact that we've got that breathing space now, I'm not shitting me pants. I'm not worried about Fulham and their performance first. I'm more worried about us just pulling away even more. So that's a relief, and that's why the Burnley performance was so important. So yeah, let's hopefully see the early kick-off game with it being tomorrow, 12:30. Let's hope our weekend starts off on a good foot. Pubs are open, hairdressers are open, shops are back open. Let's hope the Toon can start our weekend on a good foot and we can just get something. And I would take, if you were offering me a 0-0 draw right now, I'd snap your hand off. 0-0 tomorrow, 7 points clear of that drop zone. It's another point away. Keep adding up, accumulating them points, and we've got Sheffield United still to play. Fulham, obviously, we've got last game of the season. Those are the games we can definitely get something from. These games that are coming up now are the ones where we just need to stick in there, go at them, because these are much better teams than us, and just see what we can get. My score prediction for tomorrow, I'll go for a score draw. Every single time I seem to predict the draw, it comes off. So this will be the time that it doesn't. But I'll go score draw, Maximin to score first. Let us know, as always, Newcastle fans, in the comments, what you think the score is going to be tomorrow, whether you think we can get something, and your thoughts on what's been another week up and down in the headlines for Newcastle. I'm 1 subscriber away from 100. So if I get 100 subscribers, I'm going to Dubai and I'm going to live the life of an influencer, and that's going to be my new job title on my CV. So, as always, subscribe. Please, I want to get to that triple number. Magpie channel, Newcastle Fans TV. I'm fucking coming for you. Get us on Facebook and Instagram, Black and White Banter. Content's coming out all the time on that. And I will touch down tomorrow afternoon for a West Ham match review. Hopefully a point or some sort of points better off, and hopefully a better performance than what we saw in the Burnley game before Maximin entered the field. Thanks for watching.